Hey there, Augustine. This is Tyler Simpson. Um, I'm making you a video this week instead of typing it out because I'm not really supposed to be using my hand for typing. So I'm trying to kind of not type as much as possible. I mean, I can't feel these two fingers, so I can't really type very well anyway. So it saves me time just trying to do it through the video. I'm a bit behind. It's due at midnight. It's 1:33 now. I was actually on the phone with Adobe for a long time, talking to a cool guy in New Delhi, India, um, who helped me for a couple hours trying to get my Adobe CS6 running again. And it turns out there was a problem with my key for some reason. The key had expired or something like that, and so he generated a completely new product key for me and everything. It was great. Anyway, enough about me. I'm here to talk about your project, The Conquest. I like the name. Um, let's see. So it's worth noting that I am viewing this in 4K resolution. Right, so I'm seeing it very large, like as large as it would be printed out on a sheet of paper, if not bigger. So with that in mind, I have a few suggestions. Right. So I wish I could show you my screen. I'll include a screenshot with this, but one of the things I want to say is the text that you have, the text you generated, that where it says The Conquest in the chapter, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. At this high of resolution, I don't know if you plan on printing this out, and if you're planning on having this on mobile or anything, like iPad or a mobile phone, the resolution's fine. But if you plan on printing this out, you might want to remake those in Illustrator or something with a file type that can scale vector based instead of pixel based. That way it's going to look a lot smoother at high resolutions. That's something you might not have realized if you're using like a 1080p screen, but it's really noticeable on my screen. That's nothing like too harsh, but I just thought, I have to come up with something, a criticism. But overall, I really like your project. The layout's good. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be side by side or not, but I'm just viewing it like one page at a time right now. I like the font. It does seem... One thing I would do was I would maybe increase the width of the border on both sides, so that the text is a bit more narrow. That might just be me, but I think maybe it's just the size of my screen again. But I think cutting that down is going to make it a lot more readable, on a mobile screen especially. One thing I would suggest is, I know you have the credits at the end, and I like that, but I think maybe adding in like a preface or like a foreword or something like that that would explain the story that you're about to read. Because I think going into it, people are saying, is this a true story? Is this, fiction? Is this nonfiction? Kind of getting in and explaining that and saying like, this is where I was at, this is where I am now, or something like that would help kind of set the scene for the story, if you know what I mean. It's a super powerful story, right? And I'm not sure if this is all true. I assume it is, which means it's incredibly powerful. So I think adding that preface would kind of help people kind of see it through your eyes. Other than that, I can't really come up with any more criticisms. I think it's pretty good. Once again, I always get to review your projects, and we've been in the classes together for a while now, and I really like your work, and I think it's awesome. I think the message that you have, like, from your brand is a strong one, and I definitely look forward to seeing like what you're going to do after school. because we're almost done now, and so I'm kind of excited to see where you're gonna go with this. But good job, man. I really do think you did a great job. The things that I suggested were minor, just kind of formatting stuff. So good job. And I'm gonna turn this off now.